What's up, everybody? My name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, 502 Fragrance Reviews, where the goal of my channel is to give you great recommendations for amazing fragrances, while at the same time bridging the gap between those that are in the fragrance community and those that are average consumers. So Happy New Year's to you all. This is my first video of the new year, the new decade. I'm planning for this to be a big year for me, honestly. I'm going to pump out a lot of content, work towards my career, whatever that may be in the fragrance industry. I'm really excited for this year. So, the video I got today, the first video of the new year, new decade, I'm going to talk about my current signature scent, my current signature fragrance. This is a fragrance review, and as you can tell by the title, this is my review of Parfums de Marly Layton. Yes, Parfums de Marly Layton, as of where it stands currently in my fragrance career, this is my #1 fragrance. This is my signature scent, and I'll cover that in a little bit in the video why it is my #1 right now. So, before I hop into this review, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you're seeing this and you haven't subscribed already. I got a lot of content on the way. Hit that post notification bell to let you know whenever I upload new videos. So without further ado, let's hop into this Parfums de Marly Layton fragrance review. So you guys, we're going to kind of just go through this pretty quickly. I want to cover the note breakdown for you real quick. At the top notes, you got bergamot, mandarin, apple, and lavender. At the heart notes, you got violet, jasmine, and geranium. And then at the base notes, you got guaiac wood, patchouli, sandalwood, cardamom, vanilla, and pepper. Now, there's a lot of notes in there, but if I was to tell you what are the main notes that I get from this, at least kind of when I spray it, like in the opening, or I smell from the cap, there is one note that stands out big time to me, and that's cardamom. I get a lot of cardamom from this fragrance. It's warm and spicy, but there's also a fresh, spicy aspect in here as well. I would say cardamom, apple, like green apple, vanilla, and there's one more note that I'm gonna get to that's not listed, at least officially, on the bottle, on my tester bottle, but they do mention it on Parfums de Marly's website. But when you first spray this fragrance, it's gorgeous. It's aromatic. It's a little bit fresh. Definitely got a fruity touch. Just spray it just down. You get a big burst of apple, green apple, and it's intoxicating, to be honest with you. It's really good. I would say in the opening phase, it's all about apple, and then the freshness coming in from bergamot and lavender and mandarin orange. Like, it's there at least for like for a brief, like maybe several minutes, but the spices quickly catch up in this fragrance, being the cardamom, vanilla, and black pepper. But there's also an underlying creaminess that comes out from the sandalwood as you go into the mid dry down. I will say this, the note that I'm smelling in this fragrance that's not on my tester bottle, that shows all the notes, is coffee. Let me know in the comment section if you own this fragrance, if you ever had a sample. Do you get a coffee vibe from this? Because I do. And I'm actually looking it up on Parfums de Marly's website right now. It says, this seductive oriental floral fragrance with intense olfactory signatures carried by vanilla and precious woods. But they also say the aromas are further heightened by caramelized coffee. So it's actually on there on the site. I knew I wasn't tripping. There's definitely a coffee vibe in here, and it comes out more and more in the dry down. So I feel like that caramelized coffee accord is more so in the base. I will say this, I need to get more familiar with guaiac wood but I can definitely get a nice woodiness in here. I did say sandalwood's in here, and it gives it a creamy texture, at least in the dry down. But I do get enough like an intense, like woody, little bit, like a tiny bit of a smoky type of feel. And I noticed from the Gaiac wood. I would definitely say, I feel like this fragrance right here can appeal to the masses. There is talks in the fragrance community that even though this is a niche fragrance, it's like a high-end designer and scent profile to a lot of people in the fragrance community. Some people mean that in a positive way, some people mean it in a negative way. But regardless, I think this is an amazing introduction to the niche world and to niche fragrances, because even though it's got like a designer feel to it, it doesn't smell like any designer. So overall scent, I love it. I love it. I would say most people's gonna love it. Definitely got more of a spicy feel, but it is a fantastic fragrance that is, it's just great. It's got fresh elements, it's got spicy elements, it's got woody elements. I don't get much of the florals at all in here though. Like the violet, jasmine, geranium, if I was to guess, I feel like it adds complexity to the fragrance, but I don't get much florals at all. To me, it's all about just spices, woods, and some fruity aromatic freshness that's in the opening of the fragrance. So overall scent, it's lovely. I love this fragrance. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is longevity and projection. How is it for me, at least in my experience, right? I can't speak for everybody. I do get around 8 or 9 hours out of this fragrance. Now keep in mind, I do a mixture of sprays on my neck and clothes to further boost that longevity. I've only worn this like 3 or 4 times, and I spray it on my hand, and those testings come back to it, and it does a good job in the longevity department. I will say this does project pretty well for the first 2 hours, at least off of my skin. After the 2 hour mark, it'll start dying down to skin scent. But longevity, projection, it's doing a great job. It's really good job, honestly. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is versatility. How versatile is this fragrance? I said this is my signature scent. This does everything. If you haven't seen my top 10 signature scent fragrance video, I'm gonna leave an info card up here now, but at the same time leave an end card at the end so you can click on it. To me, a signature scent has to do everything, meaning it can work in any season, the brutal heat, the brutal cold, the interchangeable seasons. Also, it can work in any occasion, whether that be casual, date night, night out or clubbing, office and work environment safe, and formally. This to me, it does everything. It's one of those fragrances where you don't have to think about it. You just spray it and you're out the door. That is a signature scent to me, and that's why I say the versatility is knocking it out the park. It's A plus, at least to me. It's signature scent worthy. The next thing I want to cover with you guys is compliment factor. Do I think this fragrance is really good at pulling compliments? Yes I do. I really do. This fragrance right here is already known to be a compliment monster in the fragrance community, and through my experience so far, I'm not saying it's been a beast yet, but I've gotten good compliment factor with this. I've gotten around 4 or 5 compliments in my 3 or 4 wearings, so I already knew what to expect from this fragrance compliments, and it does a great job. The last thing I want to cover with you guys is my final thoughts and why I say that this is my signature scent. I did say this knocks out everything in the versatility department, but there's one other thing that I need to mention to you. Like I said, as of where it stands currently in my fragrance career and my journey, this right here is the fragrance that resonates with me the most. This is the fragrance that I feel describes me the most as a person, my personality, my character. I don't know what it is about this fragrance. It's like, it's confident, it's sexy, but at the same time cool and collected. That's how I feel about myself. not trying to brag on myself, but when I think of myself in a fragrance, or if I think of a fragrance to embody me, so far in my journey, it's this. This fragrance embodies me, and I will forever have this fragrance in my collection. It's right now currently my #1, and maybe one day it'll get dethroned, but if it does, it's still gonna be in my top. Like, I'm forever gonna have this. So I do hope this fragrance never gets reformulated. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm gonna leave the links in the description to where you can purchase this fragrance. Like I said, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of Parfums de Marly Layton? Do you think it's worth all the hype? Do you got a sample of this? Do you own it? Do you really enjoy the fragrance? Do you plan on picking up this fragrance? Do you get that caramelized coffee accord that I'm getting? Because it's in here. It's in here. Yes, just getting the new year started off right. I got a lot of content planned for you guys. Got a lot of goals, making a Scent Explorer. Like, just, I'm gonna put in some work this year. Let's just put it that way. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for all the work that I got planned, all the content. Hit that post notification bell. Let you know whenever I upload new videos. That's all I got for you. My signature scent. Till next time.